Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is Will at Betamax Rebel Outpost. I got another one for you today. So I got a viewer who's got an EDV-8000 and it's got some problems with the T-reel. There's a little bit of slack that's emerging from the exit side of the pinch roller and the capstan. I don't have an EDV-8000, and I want to try helping him out to figure out what the issue is. But yeah, I don't have an EDV-8000, but I do have something similar that shares a similar mechanism, and that's the SL-810D and the SL-330. They both have the same capstan. The capstan drives the reel table mechanism. My 810D is shot. It's got a CPU problem, so I can't use it for testing. But my test SL-330 works perfectly. If I can match the conditions on this SL-330, then we'll have a remedy to solve the problem on the EDV-8000. Okay, here's a quick clip of what he sent me to show what's going on with his 8000. Okay, let's see what we can do here. And, okay, so you take that off. Here's the take-up reel. Now, here's how I take apart these units. Okay, there's that cap piece. Now this piece here is really hard to take off. It doesn't always want to come off, and since this part, there's nothing wrong with this part, I'm not going to mess with this anymore. I'm going to use this other one I have as an example. And there you go, there's the tension spring, there's the top half, and there's the clutch material right here. I'm going to put this back together, but instead of bringing it all the way to the bottom, I'm going to leave a gap right here. So if we compare it to a good one, this gap is a lot thinner because it's crushed all the way down. So just leave a wide gap right there. And we'll just put that back in. Okay, we'll give that a shot. Yeah, that looks very similar, but the T-reel is not stopping completely like his is, and there's certainly not as much slack coming out of the capstan and pinch roller exit side. Okay, well that attempt didn't produce the result I was looking for, so I'll try this again and increase the width of this gap. That much. See what that does. Okay, I think I finally got it. I raised the T-reel halves about another millimeter, and now it's behaving very much like my viewer's EDV-8000. You see the slack coming out from the capstan pinch roller, and we see the T-reel briefly being interrupted and coming to a complete stop. There it is. Okay, we'll just get the tape out. Looks like we've solved the problem here. And that's the problem right there. And since this thing is loosening up, let's see. To prevent it from loosening up in the future, and I'm not telling anybody to do this, I'm just doing this as an example. So it can get kind of dangerous here. Probably better to use a different tool, but this is what I have at the moment. And I just want to score this top piece. Spring, and the top half, and that should be a tighter fit. It's going to be harder to take that off now because there's going to be more resistance. Here's a better angle of how the number 1 guide gets inserted back into the chassis. Okay, and now for the moment of truth. Let's see if this thing starts working again. Okay, well there it is. That seems to have been the problem with the EDV-8000. Even though I did exaggerate the problem a little bit, I got mine working a little worse than his. Obviously I had more tape slack than he did, but it's basically doing the same thing. And now it's good again. So I hope you found this video useful to any of those out there who have had this problem with their Super Beta with the 711B3 mechanism, where the capstan drives the reel table. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.